As for the tile on these walls, Kenny, we're using 1 square foot mosaics. There's 6 of these on a pattern. What we're going to do is we're going to cut 2 off, run a bottom row all the way around. Like I said, it's only to there. It's not that much kitchen. And we're going to run a bottom row. Then we're going to put, this is a nice ribbon that we're going to run all the way around. How this is working out, I got this elevated here, Kenny, by about 3/16 of an inch with this piece of tile here. So we want to have enough of a gap on the bottom, maybe that much, you know, to bring this here to where when you cut out for these plugs, if you leave, and this won't be hard because these are really solid, they're not flimsy. If when you use that by saw, you just leave to cut around the plugs this bottom row of the tile, this white, this light creamy part, that will continue on up underneath this plug. It'll give us the background we need to put these ears on these. You're just gonna have to work them around these plugs so we can put these plugs back on the wall, on the tile instead, you know, bring them up far enough to where we can put a long screw in them. But see how that is? It looks nice. And like I said, these are not real flimsy and hard to work with. They're very solid. They don't bend a lot, so they're easy to put up. So except for the, you know, working around the plugs a little bit, it should be a pretty standard install. Then once you got that ribbon in, let's see what we're going to have up top. We're going to have about 3 whole ones above it. Let me see how that's going to work. Let me pause this for a second. So above on top of these are going to fit another 3 rows up top. Probably going to have to take the tile saw and take a 1/4 inch off the top, the very top run of these. Depending on, and now, if there was no space underneath here, like I got it elevated, you can see I got it elevated, 3/16 of an inch, you might be able to just fit these 3 up here with no cuts, but then it's going to mess with your pattern here. So I would see what happens when I pull this out. When I pull this tile out, you can see how much space I got down there. It's not a lot. It's a standard grout joint. It's about 1/8 inch to 3/16 of an inch. And then you can even lift this off. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea if you lifted this off, give it a little bit of space, you know, and centered that right up at the top of the plug. You work all that out. Just do what looks best and what works easiest for us. So I'm going to get this off to you. But again, there's the customer. Say hi, Ralph.
Hi.
Ralph's a food engineer for Kraft Foods. Ralph is responsible for making the mac and cheese we've all been eating for decades. He's actually a food scientist for Kraft Engineering, so Kraft Foods. So anyway, so there's the kitchen. It's about 18 linear feet total. It's not that much, man. So there you got it. I'll get these videos off to you.